All right, what is up, my friends? Welcome to Bronze to Mythic. That's right. After a pretty disastrous first draft there, I misclicked an ability. I just misread the card, and then also was kind of just trying to play fast anyway and punted a game. Ended up going 1-3, and I think if we had not punted that thing, we probably would have won the draft anyway. But the deck was kind of cool. Was red black treasures. Felt like we were playing too many lands. We flooded a lot, and it felt like the big things that were happening were big. If our opponent played a 6-drop, we were like, oh crap. We had no actual hard removal spells. So our last opponent just played like common 7/6 for 6, and we're like, oh. And we had to like 2 for 1 to kill it. Then they played the white dragon, and we're just like, okay, sure, I guess. So draft number 2, let's keep going. Open up a pack with a Zalto Fire Giant Duke. 5 mana for a 7/3 trample. Never itself damage venture. Seems okay. We got Ray of Frost. We have a Death Priest of Micrel. 4 mana for a 2/2 Lord. Leave end step. If a creature died this turn, make a 1/1. Pay 1. Green Dragon's pretty sweet, actually. I like this card a lot. 4/4 flyer. Allows you to just like attack with everything and then kill your opponent's stuff, which is super cool. We have Deadly Dispute's pretty cool. Shortcut Seeker's pretty cool. Precipitous Drop's pretty sweet too. Definitely a super cool card, but definitely better in a more venture-y deck. We have Spoils of a Hunt, which is pretty good too. I'm just thinking of a dragon here. I'm just thinking the dragon. Let's try green out. Again, what we learned from last draft is big expensive things are good because there ain't much good removal. So we're playing D&D, right? We're taking a freaking dragon. So passing Spoils the Hunt, drop. Second dragon. Get past Oswald Fiddlebender. Not a very exciting card. And then Rust Monster Clutches. We have a uncommon missing. So not the most amazing of signals. Windseer is pretty cool. But I think Spoils of Hunt's pretty great here. +1/+0. And it's just your usual like Rabid Bite effect. It does cost 3. But just like reasonable removal spell. Don't think I want to take a blue card or any off color. There's no card here I want to take that's off color. So pretty happy to just take the spoils. Reasonable. Past a pack, and there's an Owlbear. I'm pretty sure it's the best green common, not even close, and maybe the best common in the entire set. Every single set Wizards of the Coast has been putting in. I think that like for the longest time in Limited, this is from all my boomers out there. The best common in any format was always blue, red, or black. It was the best removal spell. It was the best Spike Shot Goblin Sparksmith, or it was like the common blue flyer or common blue card draw spell. There was never a green common that could ever be considered the best common of a set. And the last like 4 sets, they just put in a card draw common in green every time, and it's phenomenal. And this one's huge. Last set was Serap's Packmate. I'm sorry, that was 2 sets ago. What was the one last set? There's something I don't remember. But Owlbear seems absolutely absurd. And a rare and a common we're taking here, so pretty good chance that the green's going to be open too. So Owlbear just seems freaking awesome. Bears. All right, and we get past the pack with, we have a Guild Thief, which is a little slow. We have a Robber. We have a Neverwinter Dryad as our green card. Not super exciting. Soul Knife Spy is super cool, but probably at its worst in blue-green because you want to be able to kill your opponent's stuff and get it through. So nothing here is that exciting. 50 feet of rope. I'm not really super big on this card. I had it in my steel. Actually, I did a steel deck for a pre-release for my Apollo Diver pre-release, but the optimal amount of Owlbears, I'd imagine you play at least 5, if not more, honestly. So we want to be a Dryad here. I'll take a different color card. I might just take Dryad. We'll just like keep doing the green stuff and see where it takes us. We get some Boom Booms. Pegasus is kind of cool too, but let's take Dryad. Just keep it green. This card might be bad, but try it out. But past the pack, Arcane Investigator is also kind of cool. There's a precipitous drop. The thing is that green isn't very good at venturing. So, like, this is mostly just going to be a 3-mana deadweight. So, like, that's not that exciting. But the green cards here are like, okay. I mean, the Ranger's kind of cool. Bard is fine. Yeah, Dryad's a good death effect for, like, some green-black stuff, for sure. I mean, both of these green commons seems kind of... I mean, the Rangers is kind of cool, honestly. And the Rangers plays well with the ramp, too. I'm going to take the Rangers. I'm going to try this. Maybe it's wrong. I don't know. Let's try it out. All right, get past the pack with Split the Party. I mean, if we were blue-green, like, this card would be really, really good in our deck. But I'm just going to take a 2-drop here. This card seems really good, actually. Pack Tactic seems very easy to trigger. And this card seems good. So, Bull Strength seems okay. I wouldn't mind having one of those in my deck. I'm not going to take it this early. Everything else here is whatever. So, blue, I mean, like, these blue cards aren't amazing. I think that this card's only good like, if you're aggressive. So, let's go for the big green machine here. All right, get past a Dire Wolf Prowler, which is pretty good, honestly. Also a Bull Strength, but I think we can get this card later. And then everything else is pretty unexciting. Shambling Gas is okay, but just gonna go for the big green machine here, honestly. Plummet. All right, so not taking either of these green cards. They both seem pretty unexciting. Critical Hit is actually kind of cute in our deck. So we have some pretty big boomers, and we have a Trampler too. Blue card, draw spell, not very exciting in the beatdowny deck. I mean, Dispute, Robber. These cards are both pretty good too, but let's take the Critical Hit. I doubt we're playing it, but I don't think we're playing that card, draw spell. Another drop. Wow, okay. Yeah, we'll drop here. We'll drop. This is fine. Blue cards aren't great. Stalker's kind of not a lot of death touching green, so let's try this out. Compelled Duel seems pretty bad. Shortcut Seeker is pretty good too. Blue does seem pretty... I guess the Paladin's also quite good. Not that we've seen much white, but this one we've passed so much blue that I really doubt we'll see any blue coming back. And I don't think a Shortcut Seeker is really on the list of things you want to be doing. So I'm going to take the Paladin here. We probably won't be white, but it is really, really good. It's good pump spells and stuff too. So, wow, it's a late Eye of the Beholder. Just got Bull Strength though. Lala, resub. Thanks so much. It looks like Glory MTG and Captain Russia. Missed you all. Thank you. Bull Strength's good. Intellect. I mean, this card's actually pretty good. You come on the Null Lamp. So we're definitely green. We're very sure about that. What else? Not really sure, but we have two meddling red cards, a meddling white card, a meddling black card, and then just like a pretty good green base overall. All right, so yeah. All right. Pack number 2. Treasure Chest. No thank you. Sudden Insight. You find some prisoners. Devil's Chosen. Not great on commons either. I mean, Priest of Ancient Lore is pretty awesome. This card's really, really, really good. It's also another Spoils of a Hunt. So I think the choices of here are to just stay the course, take the green card, or take the white card, and then try and bank on the fact that we passed very, very few white cards, I think, and white might be open coming back. And also the white-green theme is life gain, which is where Paladin and Priest are pretty good too. I do think Spoils is quite good, but I think we're going to go for the fence this year. I think given the lack of white cards we've passed, I'm going to go for the Priest, which is really, really good, and try and go from there. I think it's the higher upside pick. If this works, our deck will be a lot better. So we get past a Purple Worm, which has to be one of the best uncommons in the set. Just an absolute mythic uncommon. So that's really easy. I mean, Circle seems fine too, but yeah. Purple, Nurple. Cash Hammer's cool, but whatever. Yeah, where's Purple Worm here? Super easy. This card's like actually unreal. It's just so freaking big. All right, and another Priest of Ancient Lore, and no green cards, which is pretty weird actually. We cut green like insanely hard, but another Priest is fantastic. Also a Pegasus. So white seems pretty open too. So the white plan seems to be working, and I would say Pegasus is a card we definitely are super interested in our deck. But yeah, Priest is awesome. So easy Priest here. I think we come to a point where we can move these other non-white green cards out of our pile here. So we have, I don't know if we're playing the Dryad or not, but Paladin, Bull Strength, Hunters, 2/2 drops, 3 drops, a couple 5 drops, removal spell. Downside of the worm is it does not cost 5 when the opponent's racing. I mean, as long as you're being aggressive, they have to block eventually, right? And if we have life gain, they can't really race that well either. So what is going on? We cut green so hard.
Inconceivable!
What is this? All right, we obviously have some pretty big chunkers, so I suppose Find the Path isn't that bad in our deck. God. Awful. I mean, the Mace is, like, pretty mopey. It's probably, like, okay in our deck. Just gonna take the Find the Path. I'll take Mace, sure. Mace seems like a card that like would actually be fine. All right, so we get past one of like the payoff cards for being green-white. Realistically, though, this card's just a fine 2-drop. It's just a bare worst-case scenario. If we ever gain 1 life, we're happy. I do like Null Hunter a lot, but I think the Moon Dancer is pretty reasonable. We have a couple life gain effects. If we just go turn 3 Moon Dancer, turn 4 Priest, that's awesome. So, still not a lot of green cards, although Null Hunter is very, very good. It's definitely not Hunter over Moon Dancer. That's insane. If we didn't have these 2 priests, sure, but with 2 priests in our deck, it's definitely Moon Dancer. All right, and all right, so it's kind of coming around now. I think we just got a kind of unlucky couple packs there. You meet in a tavern. This is a possible card draw spell, possible overrun. Do we even like need an effect like this? +2/+2 to all to the squad. Pegasus sort of does the same thing as far as pushing through at a much more consistent rate. This card can miss, and it can miss bad both ways. I'll take it to Pegasus. Shepherd plays well with our Moon Dancer and not much else, but there's no playable cards in back for us otherwise, so... Yeah, just having a random flyer is pretty great, too. Celestial Unicorn. Yeah, I don't think I necessarily want to be, like, all in on this, this life gain thing, but if we get, like, a lot more, I'll play this card. Probably not playing this card as of right now, but... I don't think the watch is particularly great. Killing attacker is not really that important. Yeah, red's a little open, but what are you going to do? Yeah, I mean, +2 Mace is like pretty unexciting. But we're probably not playing the one we have. Alright, so we'll take the Idol. Might main deck it. Not a very good back. Take the crappy 2-drop. Probably won't play it. Wow. That's a lot of white cards. I mean, Pegasus seems very good in our deck, so take Pegasus. I mean, we're going to take the worst card here because I want to play it past the good blue and red cards. I mean, I don't think we're playing half-elf monk because it's pretty bad, but... Alright, so let's cut the Mace. I don't think we're playing the Champion. I don't think we're playing with Dryad. Maybe we're playing with Dryad, I don't know. Doesn't seem good. Now we actually have 2 drops. Before we didn't, so... It might have been a bad pick. So Paladin, Strength, Hunter, Idol, Moon Dancer. Don't think we're playing the Unicorn, but we'll leave it there for now. Well, I think Unicorn and Shepherd are like a package deal. I'm not super interested in that package. We open up Book of Exalted Deeds. Not really what we're looking for, unfortunately. The old white. And what else is here? We have a Bulette. Maybe for end step. For creature died this turn. Put a counter on it. Pretty solid card. Herd Gorger is honky chonky. Card's really, really good. Seems really good. I don't know. I don't actually know what I'm talking about yet. This is my 3rd draft, so we're learning. Yeah, we're gonna take the Herd Gorger here. Just take the honky chonky. Ooh, wow, this card's really good. Splashing is like basically impossible though. This card seems, if you like the green black deck, it seems super cool. Another Pegasus or a Circle of the Moon Druid. This card seems pretty solid, actually. Splashing is just so hard. Like, there's just no fixing in this format at all. You know, like, none. There's Evolving Wilds, and that is it. So I think splashing is usually just a bad idea. So it's Circle or a 3rd Pegasus. I'm going to Circle. Innkeeper is... That's the card you want with all of your, like, unicorn crap. If we're going to do that. I mean, these cards are terrible, so... Innkeeper. Obviously, we get a treasure card immediately after deciding not to splash. Black here. Oh, my God. What is going on? What is this? Someone's going to be really happy. All right, so we're going to Innkeeper. I don't really understand what happened to green this draft. We cut off green so hard back one, and I feel like there's haven't been green cards, you know? Westgate? What is Westgate? Rally Maneuver is kind of nice. It's kind of a cool card. Your Ambush on the Road. Okay. I actually kind of like this card, but let's try this card. Seems like a pretty good trick for our somewhat aggressive deck. Shepherd, Bull Strength, nothing. Yes. Oh, that black rare is absurd, obviously. Cut this. I don't know if we're going to start this or not. I don't know if we're playing Unicorn or Shepherd. Right now we're at 40 and 40, 20 playables. I don't think I'm playing multiple Shepherds. This card's pretty mopey. I don't know if we're playing 2 Bull Strengths. Bull Strength's kind of cool, honestly. Monk of the Open Hand. Probably not playing that. No, we're not going all in the life gain thing. We don't need to. I think our deck is good otherwise. Could certainly be wrong, but... Alright. I mean, I don't think we're playing any of these cards, so... Got another Null Hunter. That's pretty good, actually. I'm real big on these 2-drops. And then another Circle of the Moon Druid. It actually plays really well with the Pack Tactics cards, because it's 4 power. Man, black is so open. This is unreal. Wild Shape. Yeah, this is unreal for black. It's a crazy, crazy black pack. Oh, this is absurd. This is just unbelievable. All right, whatever. Our deck's good. Our deck's complete. We are not playing any of these cards. So yeah, we got 20. I guess I do like playing 16 lands typically, but we have some pretty honking chonkers in this deck, so whatever, doesn't matter. So we have circles. So we have like a pretty solid beatdown deck here. We got some top end. We have a little bit of synergy with the life gain stuff. All right. So let's see. Paladin, Strength, Hunter, Innkeeper, Dancer, Unicorn. Unicorn is like a little sketch, but I think it's fine. I'll shave a Shepherd. Like, right now we have like 1 or 2 life gainy cards. We could play like the Idol instead of like the Shepherd. I think Unicorn's like just like fine, whatever. If we gain 1 life, it's a 4/3. I'm pretty happy. A 3/2 for 3 is not the worst card ever printed. So, any advice for the pre-release? Have fun, honestly. You know, learn, have fun. All right, so yeah, Priest Remover. Yeah, I'm not like thrilled with this deck, but I think it's pretty solid. Yeah, I didn't really get any removal spells again. Just kind of weird. I mean, we have like the 1 spoils. We passed the spoils too. Passed the spoils for the Priest Ancient lore. But our deck does beat pretty well. We have some pump spells. We have a pretty good curve. I'm like pretty happy with this deck. Pretty happy. Idol over 1 bull. Nah, I think the bull strengths are pretty important. If I were to play the idol, I would cut the Sylvan Shepherd. I think is the worst card in our deck probably. And I don't think I ever want to venture or make a treasure. So like, it's basically just disenchant, and I'm not super exciting. Not super exciting. So I think it's our deck, folks. That's our deck, and let's place our bets and jump right into round number 1. Well, we have more believers this time, but I'm still a little disappointed in the lack of belief in me. I feel like people have lost their faith in me. You know, don't lose your faith. Don't lose your faith. An actual Arnold Palmer this early, or just a tea lemonade? Arnold Palmer is a non-alcoholic drink. It's just iced tea and lemonade. They make alcoholic ones, but like the default Arnold Palmer is without alcohol. Opponent is mulliganed. This is a spot where I'm just going to keep. I think in limited... Oh, wow. We dipped. We dipped. Look at you. Look at the non-believer. We're in freaking bronze, folks. Unreal. All right, so we're going to keep this hand. I think in limited having cards is too many. We need to draw literally any card, any land to cast Direwolf Prowler, and then any white land in our hand is great. So we're going to keep this. Ever had a Mexican Arnold Bomber? No. No. I don't know what that is. I've had a Long Island iced tea. I don't remember many of them, but I have had a few of those. I'm from Long Island too. That's like a, you know, a pride kind of thing. Yeah, I would not keep this in the play, but on the draw, I'm keeping this. You know, you just need to draw land. There's obviously a chance you're not going to draw land, but maybe like with them mulliganing, us being in bronze, which I should have mulliganed. But there you go. See, easy game. Just draw land. Now we got Prowler to buy some time. Draw planes in our hand is great. Oh yeah, let's go. Let's go. So now we're going to play, it's probably just Moon Dancer. Moon Dancer into Priest. We could Paladin into Moon Dancer, but then we're like pretty off curve, I think. So I'll just play Moon Dancer. It might just die here, but I think it's fine. We want a Priest after Moon Dancer, so. Dancing on the moon, da 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 da. Dancing on the moon. Alright, so they kill the Moon Dancer or whatever, it's fine. So they venture. We can play probably Priest over Prowler, because Prowler is better later. Dungeon of the Mad Mage has begun. Alright, we draw a 2-drop actually, so we're just going to play Paladin 2-drop then. So we have maneuver to go too, so that's fine. It's dead, whatever. Things die. And they're starting the Dungeon of the Mad Mage here. That's the big one. That's the big one. Yeah, so we draw a land here. We can Prowler with haste and pump up the Knoll, which is pretty awesome too. We don't draw land. We have Priest, or we have Rally Maneuver. They're going to play a Talisman. And then nothing else. And we draw a land. Oh man, this game's already over. This game's already over, folks. Pack it up. Woo! Pretty good. Pretty good. We also have a nasty pump spell here, too. That's a 3/3. I think I want to just play this 7-drop, honestly. We could, like, attack. We can use the pump here and the pump here. This thing goes +2/+1 on first strike. +1. So we would, like, kill this. Yeah, we'll just attack. Let's see what they do. I have a 4/4, like. They want to block the Paladin. We'll just play the Rally Maneuver and get it for a whole bunch of damage. So, yeah, like, pump this. Gonna give this +2/+0 and first strike. And give this lifelink. So we just, like, deal 8, kill their creature. Yeah. This is the idea. This is the idea. Sure.
Game. Blouses.
Pretty easy there. We did it! A little disappointed that it's in episode 2, our first moving up, but that's okay. That's okay. All right, folks, we are brought to you by
Cool Stuff Inc. is proud to sponsor Jim Davis. We offer great deals on card games, tabletop RPGs, board games, and more. Get a free token featuring Jim Davis and take 5% off your next order if you use the code JIM5 at checkout. CoolStuffInc.com. Cool stuff in stock.
What's up, DJ Wheat? Was that you in the game? Let's go. Match number 2. Let's rock and roll here with an okay hand. An okay hand. Ladies and gentlemen, let's hear it for DJ Wheat. That was not you. Okay. So, that'd have been cool, though. That'd have been cool. And, all right, let's rock and roll here. We got a nice curve. We actually have the Null Hunter plus Circle Moon Druid curve, which is pretty great. You got Marcus here from Twitch. And I might be doing a little collaborative content at some point in the future as well, which would be really, really cool. If you use Gym 10, we get 10% off. You can try it, but I make no promises. They have their own Null Hunter. And, I mean, so right now we just need to decide if we're blocking or not. Like, if we want to block, we're playing Paladin. If we want to try and curve out, we want to play Null Hunter. I think I want to block, given that I'm kind of short on lands, and I want time to deploy my cards, because they're all pretty good. So we're going to play Paladin here with the intent to block. And then we'll circle the Moon Druid next turn. Can you get a gym token if you got a cool stuff in person? I think so, but I cannot promise you that. If it's the main store, almost assuredly. If it's not one of the main, not the main store, then I'm not sure. So we're going to block. They have a trick here because there's a little bit of a pause, but we're still snap blocking. Make him use the trick on our bear, not on our 3-drop. Sure, so that's totally fine. Oh my god. They are coming in. They are coming in. So, realistically, that wasn't that bad. Because they spent 2 cards and a bunch of mana just to make a 4-2. I mean, we lost our creature, we gained 2 life. Now we need to decide what we're going to play, and we're probably still in a blocking place. We probably want to play a 3-drop. Because if we draw a land, we can double 2-drop next turn. So now we can decide what 2-drop we want to block with. We're probably going to just play Prowler, I think. Prowler is obviously pretty good, but we're very stuck on lands, so activating it's very difficult. And Circle blocks future things better, I think. So I'll just play Prowler with the intent to block. If they just go like trick here, I mean, we don't draw lands, we're probably going to lose. But Circle, that's great for us. So now they're going to wait. Now they're going to wait and try and pump this with the Circle, which is totally reasonable, I suppose. We don't draw a land, which is not ideal. But we can play Circle, double block this thing, and possibly get blown out, but we'll see. We'll see. Let's play a Circle, say go. And they get to crack this thing, untap. If their hand is like really good here, we'll be be in trouble. I'll be getting coached from Sam on this set. Hopefully not, because that was called in because I was struggling so much in Strixhaven. We'll see there. So they're gonna pump. This is a tough spot because we can double block the Null Hunter. If they have a trick, we get really, really blown out. That was a pretty fast attack too. So I think we're just going to block the Prowler on the 4-2 and just take 5. And if we draw a land, we can go Null Hunter and have a trick up too on defense. But if we walk into a trick here, it is tough. So we're going to just block like this. And if they use a trick to kill only my 2-2, it's totally fine too. We just can't afford getting 2 for 1 on a double block. So they're going to play. Oh, that's phenomenal for us. They play a non-aggressive creature. That's perfect. So now we play a land, and now we can go Null Hunter and leave up Bull Strength and double block this thing with a trick on backup. So play Null Hunter, say go. And they're going to try and Dragon's Fire my Circle. All right, so we have to save this. So we're going to save this. Deals 3 damage, right? Yes. So we'll save it, and now we're going to double block. So they only have 1 card left, and the card they just drew. If they have a trick on top of this, at some point you got to call. At some point you got to call. They get tactics too? Sure, whatever. All right, so it worked. Go 12. They do have this Basilisk and this dueling stick here. So we draw a land. And Noel can trade here. No, you have a dragon and a worm, and they only have 1 card left. So we just draw like land here. We're just going to cast our 2 honkin' chonkers. So we got a block here. It's pretty decent. We're still at 12. Not too bad. Card's really good, obviously. All right, so now we need to draw a land or a creature that can block this. Of course, Natter here, very, very good. Probably one of the better rares, able to venture over and over and over again. They're going to go into the Tomb of Annihilation. They're going to go into the very aggressive tomb. And we're going to block. Please draw a creature that can block this or a land. All right, so not the best use of Green Dragon. I'm not really using Poison Breath here, but it's a 4/4. It blocks this thing, whatever. And they have a huge worm to follow it up. So they go for the equip and block, totally fine. I don't know the words to the Green Dragon song. I'm the Green Dragon. So they're going to play Targnar Demon Fang Knoll. 2/2 for 2. It doubles its power, and it has the Pack Tactics effect. So we're just playing a purple worm on defense here, I guess. This costs 4 to equip. If they equip this, this can still block super safely, so Someone puts the lyrics to the Green Dragon song from Lord of the Rings in chat. I'll sing it. Get in. Play a honkin' chonkin' worm. And this thing is... You can drink your fancy ales. You can drink them by the flagon. What? Why are you booing me? Unbelievable. Oh, that's a honkin' chonker. Man, yeah, so it seems like honkin' chonkers are where you want to be in this format. That's also really big. I don't really want to trade my purple worm for this stupid 6-star. I need more lyrics to keep singing. But we kind of like have to. Jeez. So we're gonna trade purple worm for the herd gorger. We have dragon. This is not good. This is not good. What are they about the goblins in the set? You definitely didn't see Mog Monday yesterday, where I played standard goblins. You gotta keep up on the YouTube, my friends. Mog Monday. It's Mog Monday. So we're just gonna say go here. I don't think we can afford to attack with the dragon because the worm's gotta block the herd gorger, and then these things can get pumped up with this, and this thing can't block that well. We just gotta say go. What's with these homies dissing my girl? That's my favorite Lord of the Rings song. That's a Lord of the Rings song, right? Right, Fonzie? The Fellowship of the Ring was Gandalf, Boromir, Fonzie, right? I think. Maybe. Probably. I wouldn't say it feels like an aggro format. I would say it feels like a big format. That's in my initial impression so far. Just like, who's playing the biggest stuff? The removal spells don't seem to really deal with big things that well. And the creatures seem kind of small on average. And they've drawn a card and they're going in a tank, which I don't like. You don't like that at all. Don't like that at all. A big bungus format? Yeah. So they're going to pump up their Fang Knoll. Cost 4 to double its power and toughness. It's pretty big too. Alright, that was a pretty good draw. That was a pretty good draw. So now we can send our dragon in, I think. With the ability to untap it and block. Purple Worm. I mean, if I attack a Purple Worm, they probably block with the Hill Giant. If they block with 2 things, that's 9 total toughness. We can kill 2 things. Do we just send the Worm in here? Maybe we just send the Wormy in. Just get it for a whole bunch. It's like pretty transparent, but like, I think that's fine. Sure, let's go. Let's freaking go. Let's do it. Alright, so this is fine. So we're going to trade Purple Worm and Bull Strength for these 2, leaving them with only the Demon Fang thing, and we still have a flyer. So we killed their 2 best creatures. They have this 1 thing left. They draw another land, they can pump it twice, I guess. Just pretty gross. Oh, that was gross. Alright, so I take 2. That was disgusting. Alright, and now we're dead. Well, that sucks. Because they can just pump this and kill us. I guess they can't kill us yet. They need to draw a land, but if they draw a land, they draw a spell, they're good. They're in good shape too. Alright, that's really bad. The dragon have killed those without the pump. Yeah, that's an 18-8. I guess we're blocking. How about them rares, though? That wasn't bad, right? Like, so, like, I don't know what removal we have to kill this, honestly. Alright, so we're gonna block. They get to pump it. We can draw the, like, the Rabid Bite effect. That'd be good. Please stop playing things. I'd appreciate that. That wasn't bad. Just draw chump blockers the next 4 turns. Find the halfling. Find the halfling. There's no hobbits here. They're all up in Hobbiton. That way. Imagine winning this game. I have imagined winning this game, actually. This is round number 2. We're 1-0. Why don't we block with the 4? Why don't we leave the 2-2 around? Because this attacks for 4, and a 2-2 attacks for 2. Why would you want to do it the other way? Remember, folks, don't ask me why I didn't do something. Tell me what you think we should do, and then tell me why. You find a cursed idol. Make a treasure adventure. Each player loses when they discard a card. Sure. Totally ready for that. I mean, they just lost 2. They get the venture again. Each player loses 2 life to sacrifice an artifact, creature, or land. Sure, that's fine. Gonna sacrifice our artifacts. Come on. Killing me. Thing's really big. Thing's really big. So I'm not even sure what we're drawing to anymore, honestly. I just don't know how we can kill this unbelievably large creature. $16-8 every turn, and that's a land. Man. Alright, I guess. 1-1. 1-1. Can we cut 2 lands? I mean, once again, like, we don't really have a great 24th spell. I mean, maybe we should. I feel like we've drawn a lot of lands in all of these games. Like, we have some pretty big chunkers, you know? Maybe +2 Mace is fine in our deck, actually. So we don't really have much removal, so, like, having an equipment to move around is very expensive, though. Let's try it. I'm going to land for a Mace. Let's try it. Let's try it. Glory asks, anyone ever tried this crazy idea? Play with a land deck and a spells deck? That's part of the game. The part of the game is like managing your lands. You know, part of the game is variance. Part of the game, it is not the same game every time. You know, so... Alright, so we got Pegasus, Prowler, Dragon, pretty good end. Half-Elf Monk seems pretty bad. It's just like really, really clunky. We already have a lot of 4-drops. I don't know, maybe it is like a removal spell. Maybe we can try it at some point, but... Seems really clunky. Maybe it is a mana sink, though. We can try it out. We can try it out. Oh my god. What is this? Oh, it's a rare. No animation. Who would have thought? 2 mana for the Eye of Vecna. Beginning of your upkeep, may pay 2 and draw a card and lose a life. Sure. You sure can do that if you want to. We have a decent curve, so... Alright, they're going for it. It's the most painful, what's it called? Maze Mind Tome of all time. Alright, well, we're talking for 5 next turn, so... Weird pause. Weird pause. There's no way they're paying 2 again. There's just no freaking way. Yeah, like, if they paid 2 there, they are a confirmed maniac. Which I would respect personally. Clattering Skeletons, sure. Oh, yeah, Owlbear. Haven't drawn that one yet. I think we're just getting in the air here. I'm a little sad I didn't get any more Green Dragon lyrics, personally. You can drink your fancy ales. You can drink them by the flagon. I don't know the next line. Blah, 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 Green Dragon. Is Marilyn Manson? Yeah. Da-na-na. 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 Anyone? I got a funny story about that song. If anyone wants to hear it. What's up, Stefan? Is that too old for everyone? That's too obscure of an old reference. And I don't want ya, and I don't need ya. All right, so we've got a little bull strength going here. What do we even play here? It's a really, really awkward spot because like we have like 4 mana, 3-drop, 3-drop, 3-drop that cantrips, 2-drop spell we kind of want to cast. So like we could just like play priest and try and draw land, and if we don't, we'll just attack with a flyer. I think I like that. Most chance for forward progress. Oh, you can search far and wide. You can drink the whole town. I don't know this part. You drink your fancy ales. The brave and, but the only brew for the brave and true comes from the green dragon. We didn't draw land. God damn it! All right, that was actually a pretty good draw though, because now if we draw a land, we can play this next turn after we block and they attack and they block. Your little game store's called the Green Dragon. Where is it? I might DMCA. Somebody call the copyright police. Jim's singing a song that already exists. He doesn't have the rights to that. New Line Cinema called. They want your money, Jim. All right, so they're coming with the clattering skeletons. I mean, bring it on. I mean, that's fine. It's funny how we cut a land. Now all we want to do is draw land. You know, just kind of weird how that goes, right? In Charleston? Charleston South. I feel like I might have been there before, honestly. I've been to a lot of local game stores. Shortcut Seeker, that's a big booty. That's a big booty indeed. We draw a land this time. Alright, so now we can like Bull Strength and then play another circle. We're gonna get in for the Flyer and the Moon Druid here because Bull Strength's pretty awkward, pretty awesome. Obviously not gonna throw away a creature just to cast Purple Worm, so sure. This is a lot of trample damage. Actually, if they do this, oh, they're above both. Just say if they block, this is a good block. Actually, it's actually a really good block. Actually, no, it's not. They was both, but sure, whatever. Play this. They will kill my circle, but I kill both their creatures. So I suppose I could have also like just let the circle trade with the priest and played the Purple Worm, but I think this is also fine. We're just like cleaning up the board. They're at 8. Play a land, play another creature. We have a haster possibly. We have a lot of chunky stuff in our hand. We draw a land, we can just out with everything and then Poison Breath, so. I've been to the Jolly Green Goblin or whatever in the not Atlanta, Georgia city. It's capital Georgia. There. Whenever a green dragon enters the battlefield until end of turn, whenever a creature an opponent controls is dealt damage, destroy it. Yes, it is pre-combat. You're right. It's not Atlanta, no. Savannah. So we can like we play this dragon and then everything trades at least. Or we can send in just the 4/2 for a trade, cast Purple Worm, and then nothing else though. Just dragon here, whatever. You can drink your fancy ales. You can drink them by the flagon. But the only brew for the brave and true comes from the green dragon. Alright, so attack with everything. They can obviously block like Ally on Pegasus and Skeletons on Circle here and just like take 2 and like kill 2 creatures, but then we have a dragon, a priest, and a stocked hand. So that's pretty annoying. The indicators here. So Feign Death is like, I guess it's fine. And they're going to save their ally, not their skeletons, to make a 4/4 flyer for the dragon. That's pretty good. Pretty good. So they go to dungeon, they go to 6. Remember, folks, it's your first time here at that follow button. If you're watching on YouTube, make sure you like, comment, subscribe. My name is Jim. This is Bronze to Mythic, the series where I take my account from Bronze 4 all the way to Mythic. We just started doing some drafts here in Adventures of the Forgotten Realms. And we are at episode number 2, draft number 2. Rolling along. And they are not going to pay 2. Coward. What's up, Grixis? What's up, Teddy? They chose to go over the Mind... Yeah, I don't know. People like the Mind Rage one. They're getting it for 4? Are they crazy? So we're not blocking here, so I want to just swing back for a lot. If they have a big dragon, I'd be pretty sad. they have like the blue dragon here or the black dragon, I'm going to be really, really sad. But they go to, all right, they have a zombie ogre. So we didn't pay them off for that. And a ranger's hawk. This is if any creature died. So we're going to jam with the dragon. And if they chump block, we get to play the purple worm. If they don't, we'll just play the ranger. When do we get a bronze mythic all in one sitting? Probably never. Probably never. That's a pretty big undertaking. So play purple worm.
Here it is. Bronze to mythic W.
What's up, Teddy? Thanks to resub. See you in it, resub. Thanks so much.
I am STI in these mean STRTS, and I have an autographed Yugen form Jim Davis.
Hell yeah, C Unit. One of the OGs. What's up, C Unit? I fixed the overlay. It was still on a delay from the last tournament that I played in. It's all fixed now. All fixed. Cloister Dog Royal. They're going for these. They're venturing here. They are venturing. Target can attack this turn, but that will have to play the ward cost as well.
Oh my God, Becky.
That's a big worm. And they are really They are really battling here. I'm not gonna lie. What's this blue for? Shortcut Seeker? Sure. So here comes this ally again. They are making some serious moves. I'm not gonna lie. I mean, we get to attack with our dragon next turn. They bottom. Next chapter is 2 spells or 2 skeletons. And we're still, like, pretty awkward on our mana. 2 5-drops and a 3-drop. We basically have 3 5-drops, honestly. So we stand with the dragon. I think I'll play the ranger here, honestly. The ranger blocks the ally, at least. We can play a haster next turn. Those couldn't attack. Oh, they didn't pay the ward cost? Wow. They have 2 mana available. That's super sketch. So either they screwed up or was something weird going on here. Let's find out, I guess. Let's find out. Here comes the wormy worm. So, like, are they realizing now that they screwed up and they're mad about it? Maybe. Maybe. You can drink golf fancy ales. Nicole and I were, like, hanging out on the couch yesterday. Like, we always have YouTube on because John watches Mark Rober videos all the time. And I just, like, had the YouTube screen on. Usually I'll watch StarCraft in the morning with breakfast. And it was like a Lord of the Rings, Shire, 10 hours, Shire music and ambience. We clicked it and listened to it for a little bit. Lord of the Rings is freaking great. That's, like, one of the best movie trilogies ever. Such great music, casting, just freaking great movies. All right, so they chump block, take a bunch. They go to 3. And we're going to play Ranger, I guess. We do have a number of 2-drops in our deck, but the 4/4 runs into the 3/5, so I'll just play this 4/2, block this ally, and then get a 2/2 and kind of keep going here. The Worm and the Dragon are getting in, so... But that Hobbit trilogy, yeah, I know. Super missed opportunity. I mean, could have been really good, honestly, but... I actually really like the idea of the Hobbit trilogy. I love the idea of, like, using the appendices, using the Hobbit, using a whole bunch of different stuff, but they really, really screwed the pooch on it. Really, really bad. Like, astoundingly bad. Very, very, very... Like, the casting was good, but the story and the action was just so silly. Yeah, they're close to finishing a dungeon, for sure, but they're not, like, that close. They have an attack here, a death trigger here. That'll put them all the way to the deep mines, but they're not there yet, and they're also just kind of dying. So, make 2 skeletons. I think we have to block. So, that was a quick damage. So, now these skeletons can block this worm for a while. The thing is that I think the Hobbit plus the White Council and the appendixes and all that stuff was good enough for at least 2 movies. I think I could have done 3. Man, their deck is, like, really good. What is going on here? Why is everyone's deck so good and everyone's crushing us? I don't understand. They're splashing Shortcut Seeker, I suppose, but... Alright, they're almost there to the last step, and we are just trying to finish them off. Top, bottom, bottom. We draw... At least we draw a playable card. I mean, now we can, like, haste a Prowler, too. And I guess they just have his 3/5. This card seems really good. That body seems really relevant. I guess it doesn't even make any sense to haste this, because you can just, like, block with a 3/5. You just play Owlbear and the Paladin, probably. Let's Owlbear first. You can draw a Pump Spell. It's a land. Alright, so we'll send in the Worm, the Dragon. They have to chump block the ally on the Dragon. And then we just got to fight through the Mad Wizard's Lair next turn, honestly. They don't actually have a way to get it yet, so this only triggers on their turn. So, coming in. Chump block the Worm. Chump block with the ally. Play. I'm just gonna hold the land because they have a discard spell or something like that. Play this. Just say go. I mean, like, it's 9-3. They don't actually have a way to venture to the last level. They only have 2 cards in hand. I feel like this card's really good so far. Feign Death. It's usually this kind of card like isn't good, but I feel like it's been mostly pretty good in all these games. Alright, so they have a Dungeoneer. That makes the Gargoyle fly. They're still, like, you know, under the pressure of the Dragon and the Worm, but they draw 3. They draw Black Dragon, Barrow-in, Devour Intellect. Okay. So you have to play a free dragon? This is insane. And now the dragon trades with our dragon. This is wild. This is wild. So they probably kill. They just kill a 2/2 here. We can fire up a 4/4 haster next turn. It's not particularly great, but all right. Yeah, like I mean, they've just played really good cards many turns in a row. The splash still looks bad, but yeah, that was a pretty insane draw 3. They drew 3 and drew a 7-drop, so they can play it for free, which is pretty wild. You know, playing a free 7-drop off the Mad Mage is pretty wild. But all right, we're not dead yet. Got to keep going here. Got to keep going. We're still in an advantageous spot, I think, for the most part. I'm glad we kept that Plains in our hand, honestly. Yeah, like, so good heads up play by us because we're really smart. They get the Venture again. They scried this. Yeah, I mean, sure, they scried the 7-drop, but now we're going to try out the Lost Mine of Phandelver. Scry 1. Top. Knoll Hunter. I mean, we're just going to tramp. We're just going to haste attack. I mean, the dragon has to... They have to block at least one of their flyers. So imagine dragon on dragon violence. They got to block the Worm, the Owlbear. They got to block everything, I guess. We're going to leave it 2/2/2s home, but... So these are our attacks. Imagine the skeleton goes on the 8/4. The dragon goes on the black dragon. Do I send everything here? So skeleton blocks worm. Dragon blocks dragon. And then not every creature is lethal. So the owlbear gets blocked by the zombie. Yeah, their blocks are pretty bad, actually. It's not lethal. They go to 1. But, like, they go to 1, but their blocks aren't great. They can always, like, eat... They can put the 3/4 on here and the 3/4 on here. They can't. They gotta block. They gotta block both of these. We send everything. I think block's pretty bad. And we also have a blocker behind, too, so... Next chapter is a blocker. Dragon on dragon violence. Now we're gonna lose a 2/2 probably. Or maybe not actually. Yeah, the Collision Gargoyle is gonna eat one of the 2/2s, but they did top. They did top. That is true. A second trample is pretty big. So They get to keep their flyer and go to 1. And the board looks pretty good for us. Might still win the game despite them ultimating their dungeon and hitting a 7-drop for free. Crazy game here. Crazy game. You got a nail biter, folks. Tension's thick. Looking for a way out. Thanks for following, Big Head. If you haven't followed the show with that follow, but of course, watching on YouTube, make sure you like, comment, subscribe. YouTube, folks, your comment of the day is Green Dragon, all capital letters. If you want to put the lyrics of a song in, you can do that too. Thanks, YouTube. Appreciate it. So they make a goblin. They make a 3/3. The thing is that we're still chalking it with the worm. I mean, we're just attacking here, right? This is going to get bigger. I guess the Priest of Ancient Lore. I mean, they're currently dead on board, so we're just going to attack with everything. Whatever. Make them have it. I think a lot of their blocks aren't great anyway, so... Could have a bounce spell or something here, or like that 5 damage spell. I guess if they have like the 5 damage spell on the Owlbear, their blocks become reasonably good. God. So they're going to phase out my Owlbear. Okay. So we'll not draw a card when it comes back in, unfortunately. Now their blocks are pretty good. They're not like great, but they have to eat 2 creatures. So they get to eat my Knoll and eat my Priest. I eat their Under and I eat their 1/1. Yes, no, maybe. The thing is, now I was thinking attack and like get a creature back. So this thing should block the Priest. Yeah, that's pretty bad actually. They can get back, it's 3 or less. They can get back a Priest. Oh my god. That's a pretty bad attack. Are we just dead? We're just freaking dead. They obviously had to have the trick. I mean, like... I don't think it's wrong to go for it. Like, they're just, like, ahead and dungeoning and never drawing a land. Like, I'm pretty sure we just always attack there. They have to have, like, this random card that probably shouldn't be in their main deck. Or, like, the bounce spell. Or, like, the Doomblade, I guess. I guess they can have the... They can have that 5 damage spell, too. So there's a decent amount of cards. Yeah, I mean... Alright, I guess. Pretty gross game. Pretty gross games. Alright. Alright. Gross. Yeah, if it's a bounce spell, we can replay it. Like, the 5 damage spell would have been pretty bad too, but... Alright, so 1 and 2. 1 and 2. Yeah, obviously their Mad Mage is pretty good, but that game was sick. That game was sick. Yeah, we shoved all in, and they flipped over the nuts, unfortunately. We also could have drawn, like, any spell there and been totally fine, too. So, what are you going to do? What are you going to do? Alright, we can keep this. We can keep this. Not great, but fine. I think Circle of the Moon Druid inspires some trades or Purple Worm, so. Devour Intellect. I mean, I think we're discarding a creature here, not a land, so whatever. They get our worst creature. Don't think it's a particularly good play, so. Horde Robber. Yeah, that's really good to play on turn 2. Alright, sure. Turn 2 on the play, not bad. Yeah, both of these cards are very good on the play. So we play Moon Druid. So you like probably half the block. Oh, cool. This battlefield, target creature blocks this turn if able. If at the beginning of your end step, if a creature die this turn, you may pay 2 life. You do draw a card. Oh, great. This is good. This is like the perfect curve, I guess. Yeah, I suppose. They get to pay 2 life and draw a card. Okay. Cool, cool, cool. This card seems reasonably good. Alright, 5 drop. We draw a land here. Yes, no, maybe. I'll block. No, yes, no. Don't draw land. Not cool, not cool. So we can just, like, never actually trade. It's pretty bad. Like, we put the mace in this thing, we can hold them back. If they draw literally any rule spell, the game just ends on the spot. We play Moon Dancer. They get in for 4. Is that better for next turn? I think we probably just have to equip and hope they don't have a kill spell, honestly. I don't think we really have a choice. I don't think playing Moon Dancer is enough. This does not feel good. I do not like being in a spot where I'm completely all in on one creature. But they're going to play Eye of the Beholder here and kill my creature. Ooh, so close, so close. Only a 19. Alright. They've stalled. They stopped playing good cards on curve, and we've drawn our 4th land. So things are starting to go our way. We can Pegasus and get in for 7, which is a pretty big bop, honestly. And then they get back in for 4, so that's fine. Pump this. Send it for 7. Also makes paying life at this harder, too, so we'll take the 4 here. We draw a land. We can maybe Moon Dancer Rally would be kind of cool. They're starting to flow a little bit, so their perfect hand has evened out a little bit now, which is good. They can keep firing off this this mana sink, but all right. So pretty easy block. Not sure why this wouldn't come in, given that I'm totally tapped out, but also a very odd time to activate that ability. But sure, you know, it's fine. We are in bronze. All right. We're drawing lands now. It's starting to come together. We're going to play Moon Dancer. And then I think I'm interested in a defensive rally maneuver, even though that's not like the most ideal thing to do in the world. Just get it for 6 in the air. Leave black Pegasus to block Robert. And Moon Dancer to block Herald. And then flyer up the maneuver and kill them both. Kill one of them. +2 +0 in first strike. +0 +2 in lifelink. Yeah, I'll just do this. So I got a 7. Yeah, I think that despite the really scary start here, they seem to have putted out a little bit. You can drink your fancy ales. Trying to get the drop on me. This is fine. Because we can still rally and just kill the Herald. So We could play this to save it, but it would only save it until end of turn, and then it would just reveal our trick as well. So let him get the drop on us. It's fine. Going into the Dungeon of the Mad Mage with no consistent way to venture. People love this thing. I don't know.
Oh, so hey to S, we're doing bronze to Mythic again.
What's up, Jack? Month number 2 resub. Thanks so much. Let's hear for Jack. Month number 2 is the most important month to resub. Means you chose to come back. Thanks so much. Appreciate that. Roll the Herald. Roll 12. It's pretty good. Will they attack? That's a very interesting attack. Do we use the maneuver on just to kill this Death Whisper? Really weird attack. It's like, why wouldn't they send the 4/4 in? Like, it doesn't make sense. You know, like... Killing this, like... I don't think killing this card matters anymore. Like, they're at 10. They can't afford to pay much life. Oh, right. The Druid will be a 4/2, right. I mean, I said 6/4. You're right. You're right. You're right. When you're right, you're right. But then we can trade and play Purple Worms. So I think this is fine. I think we're just going to, like, block. Let's actually block and kill the Death Whisper. And then we'll attack, trade, play Purple Worm. And we'll use the spell now because our mana is accounted for the next 2 turns. So, all right. So, yeah, we're gonna attack. They're gonna block. Play land. Play the Wormy Worm.
Oh my god, Becky.
How good is Shesra? It was pretty good there. I mean, like they drew a card off of it. And then, like, you can draw multiple cards later. The body's a little small for sure, but find the path. They're gonna venture. It means they are out of cards and out of time and really dead. So why not trick this turn to gain 8? I mean, why do we need to gain 8? Like, just like remove their ability to win, right? We have plenty of big chunkers. We're gonna win the game if the game goes long. All right, so I mean they're at 8. Any Wraths in this set? Whatever. I'm supposed to play the Dragon. We're going to put the Mace in the Pegasus. I don't think there's any Wraths, right? Whatever. Here's all my cards. Here's all my cards. Whatever. Ward Robber's back. You can drink your fancy ales. Doomscar. Yeah, Annihilation Sphere doesn't work. It takes a turn. What's Dorcas? What's Dorcas? Besides what Roger Klotz would call Doug Funny in Doug. Orcus? 2 and 2. 2 and 2. Grist Leader, was that you? Good game, my friend. Good game. 2 and 2. We got to rally back here. We cannot go through our first 2 drafts in bronze and not get 7 wins. That's just embarrassing. We can't do that. We got to go here, folks. We got to go. All right. Orcus Wrath would cost 7 life and 11 mana. Dorcas is the Hogwarts spell that puts a dunce cap on someone. Yeah. Double Strike MTG. Here we go. Yeah, keep. First draft went very badly. Unfortunately, we like misread a card and then also kind of like just lazy streamer played too fast and punted a game. And then we went 1-3. I think our deck was like reasonable. I think you're playing too many lands, you know? Remember, folks, we are learning here. This is literally my 3rd draft of this format, you know? So we're still learning about, you know, how many lands to play, how decks work, how the cards work, and so on and so forth. The first rule of the first draft is you do not talk about the first draft. Ooh, this is a curve here. Our opponent's curving out. I think we have a good defender, though. This card's a pretty good defender. There's no haste here, please. Block this Hobgoblin, Captain. We do have, like, Pegasus into Ranger, which is a really good defensive curve, so... This card plays defense pretty well. Pretty well. Don't you bugbear me. Don't you do it. I like his background a lot. It's one of the coolest backdrops on Arena. Like, for sure. Alright, so, yeah, it's fun. No blocks. Hunter Pence on Thursday is D&D. Anyone watch the celebrity softball game last night? Anyone? Alright, so they have another 3-3, and now they get to really go nuts with the pack tactics triggers. Unfortunately, our Pegasus doesn't really block very well here. And our equip would also be not ideal. They have basically anything. Yeah, like, the problem is if we equip the Amaze Save our Mool spell, we just probably lose. But the Pegasus really isn't blocking much either. I suppose Pegasus and Priest could both double block on the Ogre. At least then we're blocking into a trick, and we take less damage, and we get to go Ranger into Dragon. Because even if we equip and block, we're still trading, except for the Outlander, and they still get their bonuses too. All right, I don't like this, but let's go. Again, Ranger will defense pretty hard next turn. I get the impression the red green deck is pretty good. These two drops are all just really, really good. Pack Tactics is just a very solid limited mechanic, of course. Just like don't have good tricks here, basically, you know. All right, well, if the Outlander didn't come in, this means they're probably happy to trade the Ogre for my Pegasus, so... Because I imagine this would have come in too if they had a pump spell, so double block here. Blow me out, opponent. Do your worst. Do your worst. All right. That's great. That's a great turn for us. That turn... So they just rolled... They rolled 2 treasure tokens. Wow. And a Goblin Morningstar. Okay. Natural 1. Shouldn't 1 be like an epic fail or something like that? Alright, so... Play Ranger. It's a 4-1. Makes it 2-2. We have Dragon next turn. And we also have equipment as well, so... We're at 14. You know, and they're flooding a little bit. Ranger takes care of the Ogre. You can double block on the Outlander. They can venture here, but... Ugh. Alright. And that good red-green curve does seem pretty good. I can't see what they rolled. What the hell was that? Why would it be over there? It should be like over here or something. Right, they're going to go into the Lost Mine of Phandelver, sure. So they have a 3-3, a 3-1 first strike, and a 2-3. I guess we just block the 2-3, right? Double block that. Take 6. I mean, this is what it is, I guess. Get to play a Dragon next turn. Unfortunately, the Morningstar is pretty solid. +1/+1 and trample. We draw a Hunter. I was just thinking equip for 2. We can go 2-drop equip. But this turn's probably just Dragon. I mean, it's a 4-4. They put the Morningstar on the Hobgoblin Captain. It's hard to block, but they can't get first strike. I'll say that with a lot of stuff, so. Zoltar asks, Jim, with all the time spent in game shops over the years, how much D&D picked up on? I know essentially nothing. Pip Trap. Come on. They just like not have everything on curve. All right. Yeah, all right. Go to 2. I mean, now we're playing 2 creatures and pumping 1 of them. Like, am I playing bad? Like, am I, like, making... am I doing something wrong here? I don't really know, you know? Now we have a 4-4 and a 2-2, but they just have the Morningstar, so I still don't think we can win, actually. Put Morningstar on captain, attack with both. We have to chump the. We can't even chump the captain. It has trample too. Yeah, we're just dead. We're just dead. Kind of a gross game. They just like they didn't play any good cards. They just played like a bunch of commons and just like curved out on us and killed us. It's a super sketchy attack. We're just dead anyway. Doesn't matter. All right. Yeah, I guess. Good start to our Bronze to Mythic series, I guess. Jeez. All right. I am, this is definitely the worst start to a Bronze to Mythic series ever. Ever. I don't think our deck was bad at all. I mean, maybe I'm obviously incorrect. I mean, it's important to be able to readjust your perceptions. Like, we had a pretty good curve. We had some pretty good curve toppers. I guess we were once again light on removal spells. I mean, it seemed like our curve was pretty good. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know, folks. All right. YouTube comments. What am I doing wrong? Help me out, YouTube. All right, appreciate it. Thanks for watching, YouTube.